treatment that women are being given in detention centers. They know nothing about it. It is a way of showing people what is happening.
It's touching, but also the thing I like is raising awareness.
I love performing because when I'm on stage, I'm really not stressed. As soon as I get out of the stage, all that thing come back to me.
And we want them to know what is happening to us asylum seekers. This is the truth. I don't think that people know that this is actually what's happening. And in a way, it came from them. There are at least 3 of the guards are actually being played by women who were in detention in this play, and they said they're just doing what their guards did.
I was actually in a detention center in Yalswood. It's not been easy, especially for me. When I started working with Khan acting, I used to cry because I would remember and think of the time I was actually in a detention center. So I'm trying to take it out now.
Being in this play is really good because I've never been in detention, but most of my flatmates have. And when they come, they change. They can go into detention normally, and when they come out, they totally change. Either come with a sickness or a bruise, or they come with mental illness, and they're scared of keys, scared of talking. They just get traumatized.
Then imagine if you have planned for your day for tomorrow and someone just knock in the middle of the night. You are a woman, they come like 10 people just to come and arrest one person. When you get in the detention, if you have a phone with a camera, they took it so that nothing will go outside.
About Rule 35. Doctor, what is your qualifications?
The whole thing about Rule 35, the title, is according to this Home Office rule, within reason, they say, no one is supposed to be pregnant, no one who's been tortured, no one who's elderly and frail, no one who's seriously ill in any way, no one with serious mental illness.
Come with your legal letter.
What a day.
Come with your legal letter. Here.
That was like, oh my God. From the moment I went up those stairs and entered that space, because I wasn't quite sure where to go, it was like, whoa, I'm in this now. That was just, it's kind of made my heart go like that.
It wasn't what I was expecting. I got more of an idea of what it must feel like to be a detainee from the way we were blindfolded going in. It's very interesting the way they did that.
It was really moving, actually. It was a strong thing. In fact, it moved me to tears at a couple of points.
It touched my heart, and I was nearly crying, and I found it very, very sad.
The tone with which we were addressed was very demeaning, was very scary. We didn't understand the language. So I think the cast did a really, really good job of showing how dehumanising the process is. Because by the time we got in there, we were quiet.
I was told I would be an usher. I didn't realise there was going to be so much involvement. And it occurred to me yesterday that maybe there are actually people who work in detention centres. Maybe it's the only job that they can get, and they may not be mean people, but it must be part of the culture.
And if they didn't live through it themselves, they saw other people live through this. And they're just putting on stage what's happened.
They came here for safety, they came here to be protected, but it's not the way they're being treated.
The more people you can tell your story to, then the more people realise what is happening, and the more people who put pressure on those people who need to have pressure, and hopefully ultimately you want something changed as a result of it.
As soon as they know what it is about, they were really scared, and I like that because I want them to see how scared we are. So probably from that they can start helping, or maybe talk or awareness, and then they will stop, all these negative things about asylum seekers.
I remember I used to be very scared. I used to be very stressed and traumatized, but the way I get involved with others and acting and the support we get each other, it makes me feel strong.